Ahoy, crypto pirates and crypto junkies alike. Today it is Wake Up Hex, because who doesn't like a little Wake Up Hex, here on the Discourse Syndicate channel. And of course, I've got the same old motley crew that continues to show up for some reason. And for that reason, I'll allow them to continue showing up. So if they continue to be consistent, I don't mind having them on here. How are you
So
doing?
sweet.
I hope the show is good. I'll be watching.
Yeah, right. Me too.
You're not moving, Papa Boehner.
No, it's because I'm old and slow. Okay. That's all. Sometimes I freeze in place. Don't worry about that. At least I'm better than Markable from 2 dadays ago, right?
That's right.
Well, he showed us how not to do it. Right?
That's right.
Yeah,
Someone's got to be the example.
It was a cautionary tale. Yes.
That is right. That is right. So, I don't know if any of you guys caught the interview with Captain.
Yeah, I was listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I thought it was great. So I'm not going to go into details until we lock something down, but there's some future opportunity with us going forward with him and his community. So a lot of people were yelling at the captain, why didn't you go into X more? Well, if the conversation doesn't organically go there, you don't want to force a thought. We gotta throw it out there. We got the opportunity, so at least their eyes are open to it now. And Adam obviously came on knowing a little bit about it, and I'm thinking that's probably Crypto King, since he's the one who helped set up that interview. Crypto King's probably had a discussion with him, so he's very much aware of what Hex is and how it works. And so we didn't have to sell him on that. Maybe some new people we would, but there's an opportunity now within his following and the communities that are affected directly by his community to see Hex, to get some eyes on the product. So
if
it's
that's
neat.
The result. Yeah, if that's the result, then
I wanted to say something, because I've seen some comments. There weren't that many comments, but I saw one or two talking about, hey, you should have talked about Hex more. That's not the way you actually onboard people. You make people interested in you and the community, and then you also mention Hex, and that's how you do it. I mean, when are you more inclined to buy something? When someone constantly gives you the same pitch over and over and over and over again, it just starts whining about, you should look at this. Or when you're just a cool person, the community is amazing, and then you say, hey, I also get 40% APY. That's when I started to teach my own community as well, that someone's imagination is way stronger than any words that we can use. So if I can make you think something, it's better than me saying it to you, because your thoughts are more powerful than words, because with every word that you are thinking, you also have a feeling, and there's just way more depth. And so if you can actually have a great conversation with someone and show them that you're smart and show them that you can bring value, then they understand, oh wait, so this guy understands my point of view, this guy understands the world, so then Hex must be something interesting. And then he goes into it, and then he starts asking questions, and so he's more engaged, and then the answers are deeper. And so I think it was done fantastically. But also, if you put constantly comments in that they should talk about Hex more, and also sometimes they're not necessarily with this interview, but sometimes there are insults for that person. I'm like, that's like we're all 12 years old. It doesn't make sense. Yep. And it also doesn't help at all. So yeah, I think we're doing the right thing here. And it's also a little bit more entertaining for me as well, because we have heard the story so many times.
Yes,
right? So
exactly.
You get more depth. And so you also attract more people from outside of Hex. So I think it went well.
Crypto is very, very zealous and tribal. So
yeah, and we can be the difference. We can be that safe haven, and that what did Richard say? The shining city on a hill. Yeah, we can actually be that, but we can only be that if we step up instead of get into the same habits.
I completely agree with that. We've got we've got enough people here in this community that have heard the spiel and the echo chamber talk over and over and over again. Now it's time to reach out to others that aren't familiar with us yet, and make them available, or make their audiences available to us, and be able to get them to see what a cool community we have, because we got one of the coolest communities out there. There's no doubt about it. We're filled with all kinds of people here in this Hexagon community. And once we become friends with all these guys, then we say, hey, just like Markable said, I'm getting 40% too. And there's a lot of people out there that is very enticing to. So I agree. No one wants to be hit over the head with the club with the sales pitch over and over and over and over again. There's plenty of places now documented over the last year that HEX can be found on the technicals of how it works. The emergent properties, the ins and outs. The community has looked at these things, and we have yelled into our own echo chamber for so long. It's time we do the outreach now. So, and I really like Ryan's video that came through last night. Ryan Lopez, talking about how we've just diluted the HEX streams. All we do are these 2, 3, 4 hour streams, and we're spewing out the same stuff over and over. We're beating the same dead horse over and over again, and it needs to be a lot more concise. And that's one thing that we saw the pivot for months ago, December, when me and DC and RG started talking about, let's turn this into a real show. Let's do real interviews. Let's bring other people in from other communities. Let's show them how cool the Hexicans really are, and let's shorten the format. So it's neat to sit around and talk with your buddies all day long, but we can talk 3-4 hours in the green room if we want to after the show. we don't have to do that necessarily on screen and spew out all the nonsense that's just gonna be hard for newcomers to HEX to be able to wade through. It's hard to wade through that. So
an hour is really nice, I found, man. Like,
yes,
the moment I see 2 hours on the stream, I'm less likely to click, unless I really want to see it. But like Quan Gang, I happily sit down for 7 hours listening to it. It's just good. But like, just so many live streams. So when something is 1 hour or 1 hour and 15 minutes, that's perfect. I can do something and listen to it, and it's perfect. I like it.
I love it, man. That's great. That's good to hear. That's good that's good feedback to hear. So I think they're talking about me, Papa. They must be talking about me up there. Jay must be talking about me.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Are you a dolphin now?
I almost played the Flipper. Theme song for you this morning, and I was like, well, I don't want to get a copyright strike this early in the morning. So
also the story of that poor dolphin, Rick O'Barry trained him, and he's become an activist against dolphins in captivity, because the actor dolphin from Flipper actually was not living quite a happy life. As you thought you would.
Probably.
I'm happy that you didn't do that, but yes, I'm so happy to be a member of the pod now. The dream.
Yeah.
Honestly, from all the people that I know, Papa's face looks most like a dolphin.
Thank you.
I'm going to make an NFT for our website with you, like, emerging as a dolphin. I'm going to.
What did you dump to buy HEX?
All the shitcoin ballast that I had.
Wow.
I mean, everything that ran up during this bull cycle so far.
That's a good idea.
Anything that was a promise coin from 2017 that I had heavy bags strapped on my testicles, dragging them down to the ground. I just snipped that, and up they sprang, and I just dumped them all in the market, and said, "Oh, thank God!" And I staked everything out. I had a long time just calculating the whatever, and made my T-share. So happy to be up there. Thank you everyone for support.
I checked the staker app like maybe 1 hour ago, and there were like 2 dolphins. So like that was added to the pool. And
yeah, I actually know the other one.
Exactly 900.
Yep.
So
lovely. Welcome aboard,
Congrats.
Guys. Thank you. I'm a low rank, but I'm here.
Yeah,
What
and you are above barely crafty. So
And that's all that counts.
And
Yeah.
that's really all in their fun, friendly little competition. That's all that matters to him. Yeah.
All it's all I'm basking in the glory of rubbing Crafty's. Actually, Crafty's been incredibly supportive. He's the first person that I worked everything out, for the staking ladder, and also the guy that's probably going to do this piss take of an NFT site with myself and Markable, so that we can all be dolphins someday. Because some idiot is going to buy some NFT for like one whole ETH, and then Markable and Crafty are going to join me in the pod. There you go.
Yeah.
Have you seen the message I sent you, Papa, on Twitter? I asked you about
yes.
the website. All right.
Yes. We're going to talk after the show. We're going to make it happen.
Yeah, no problem.
But really, guys, it is a piss take. It's not for financial gain.
No, it's just for fun.
I really hope that nobody buys it or anything that we post on the site. But we are going to do a piss take for the community.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Charlie Sheen would say, winning.
Guys, when you open your staker app, it says like included this amount of dollar accrued, but it doesn't say how much HEX you have accrued, right? Or am I just right or no?
You're right. Yes.
That might be interesting because I don't really see now a way of actually tracking my interest closely because it fluctuates in dollars, right? So I just wanted to check, so I'll send that to I don't know, Firebond?
Yeah.
Or Steph? Yeah. So that would be cool because maybe you can even have a chart, right, of how much the sum of your interest is. I mean, they have it already, like a chart for whatever. I think your stakes.
Yeah, for your stakes.
Yeah, and that's also in dollars, so it might be better in HEX. But
At the end of the day, dollars. Count.
It's nice, but now that we're going like sideways and we're down and then a little bit up, it's kind of would be nice to also have a HEX part, so you can actually keep on making calculations of how much money you actually make.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm fixing everything that the boomer didn't do. All the keywords, the tag. He didn't even have the right episode number up. He goes, "Yeah, I got it all set up and ready. It wasn't monetized. I have to little housekeeping things I got to take care of real quick." Hey, Richard gets away with it, so we should too.
Yeah.
So
I just saw the
monetized? What?
Yeah, we've monetized the channel so that hopefully we can start turning and burning. Well, first off, we got to pay for Captain's new setup and hopefully a setup for DC and I as well to increase. And we want to build an actual studio, but first off, we got to pay for all the software to get all this going. Right. And then we'd like to be able to pay people like Vince and Markable for their contributions and their efforts going forward. So
if you before you buy anything for the studio, let me know.
Okay, will do. I'll definitely.
There are probably better things that you can buy than you get recommended.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll definitely talk about that. So I don't know if you guys saw this. I wonder if there's a way I can just bring up the thumbnail only. But going back to your NFT points, guys, did you guys see how Logan Paul, one of the big YouTubers, Jake Paul's his brother, he's a big YouTuber too. Logan Paul made over $5 million selling NFTs.
Yeah, it's insane, man. Yeah, I didn't know, but it doesn't surprise me at all. Like that stuff. I've been seeing more and more big YouTubers just talking about NFTs just because that's the best way of making money for them. It's so easy. If you have some millions of followers, you say, yeah, this is worth stuff. Yeah. And everyone thinks, yeah.
They will believe you.
Everyone will do it. And it's the same as if you would buy a hoodie or something like sometimes they do the limited edition stuff, right? And then it's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Well, but the hoodie doesn't cost you like $3,000, right?
Well, I mean, if they would have a limited edition one, could be. I don't know. Probably happened one time.
One, right?
But the whole thing is that all those NFTs that they buy, it's literally, it's basically a scam, because the moment the bull market is gone, then no one's going to give a shit about those NFTs. Nothing.
Yeah, I agree. No one's gonna. What do you think is gonna be the first thing people drop? Especially as let's imagine you just paid $500 for an NFT, or 500 Ethereum for an NFT, and let's do a conservative cost of $1,500 per Ethereum, and then all of a sudden Ethereum's worth 12 and 11 and 1,000, and you're like, oh crap, I wonder if I could still get 600 Ethereum for this piece of crap JPEG that
the thing is,
so those things are going to get dumped so quick. They're going to get dumped faster than the acne kid on a prom date. It's just crazy what's going to happen.
But dude, the thing is, it could have something like, have you seen how Beeplecrap did it?
Who?
Beeplecrap. That's a guy who made graphic designs every day. He made renders every single day for about 13 years or something, and now he sold like $3.5 million worth of NFTs in 1 week or something like that. But the way he did it was really nice. Like you really got a package in real life, and you got like a electronic picture slide thing, and it looked really nice. I wouldn't pay that much money for it, but that's an actual product. But those things, those might still be worth a lot even after a bear market
value later,
because that guy is an actual artist, and that guy actually makes art. But now, like, you could make a case for that, but now there are so many people that are like, what's his name, Logan Paul. Like that guy, he just makes that stuff. So people pay money for it. All right, let's do it.
You know what's the biggest problem with NFTs?
Anyone can make it.
Yeah. And there is a bigger problem with NFTs.
You
cannot stake your NFT to earn you more NFT. Okay.
True.
That's
true. Hey, Mama Rock, love seeing you here. Since we don't really do a whole lot on DLive anymore after the whole March on the Capitol nonsense, and that being the platform for the alt-right, we decided we're going to go ahead and stick to the tubes, and we started on Theta now. So let me know if you need a stream key for Theta, Mama Rock. It's good seeing you. So we miss you over there on that platform. Well, there's a lot of good people in that community that I miss interacting with over there. Wow. I'm thinking about possibly throwing up an NFT, like a one-of-one, but not selling it, of just the Discourse Syndicate of our new logos that we're working on, and the Crypto Junkies logo, and our opening scene that we have for it. And someone might beat me to it, but I don't care, because I'm not trying to make money off of it. But I'm thinking of putting a limited run out there just so I can say, hey, this is what we did in the next bull run. I can say, this is what we did in the last bull run before the bear market. But we didn't rip anybody off by selling it to them. So.
Oh, this is a perfect moment. I just made something before stream, and I want to show you.
All right, let's see it.
Wait.
Some cereal package.
No.
Oh boy.
No. Those, by the way, the new version, the HEX charms are coming out. They'll be hitting your grocery shelves next September, and with yours truly's face on it, and HEX flavored marshmallows. How about that?
Look, I made a thumbnail for the Wake Up HEX.
Okay, let's add it here.
Who is that?
That's KNTX.
Oh,
it's so deformed.
You don't. Where's my arm caressing the HEX space?
I don't have a full picture of you.
Wait a minute.
I just got a screenshot.
Let me know what angles you need me, and I'll give them to you so you can update that with.
Who's the bottom and who's the top in this relationship?
It doesn't matter. Don't worry about my relationship.
I think it goes both ways.
Which hexagon do you have to poke out to
maybe I should. Maybe I should put a dolphin right here, poking his head around here. Like,
yeah. No.
I don't think that KNTX is a dolphin.
But then the face
maybe
of the
I am. Maybe
is
I'm
morphed
not.
into Papa B.
I'm afraid to dox myself. I will let you guys know. I am a dolphin. I am not a shark. So I am not a shark. So
I'm a Poseidon. That was it, right?
I'm a
Yeah.
Poseidon. Yeah.
You're a Poseidon.
Yeah. He says he's got some good picks. Hit me up. He says.
Oh my gosh.
This is funny.
I got something coming through KNTX.
Okay.
Is it equally funny or?
Well, no, it's not. It doesn't hold a candle to that. But let me see. A lot of people are, curious because I'm such a man's man. What I look like with my shirt off. Of course, it's a request. So
Did you put your face on top of Putin riding the horse? Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, I just sent this over to you in Telegram. You can bring
Oh, you
that
want
up
me
if
to
you
pull
want.
it up?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I give back to the community. Oftentimes, I go to children's hospitals and I serve as a comfort animal. So
without a shirt,
but they always spell my name wrong though. They spell my name wrong, and and I always try to stay really nice and still. I am. They think that I'm a Newfoundland because I've got so much back hair. And the little kids with the casts seem to like me, and it's all good until they poke in the groin and say, look, he's a boy with the cast side of the house. And that's when I say I'm going home. But anyway, 67 cents a day can support the LA Children's Hospital. So give kindly and wisely. Thank you very much, Hexicans.
Make Papa the first Poseidon.
Thanks. No, this is not for profit.
I want to show you guys something. This is so everything is big right now in the synthwave, and I gotta give credit to my buddy, and even the hex colors and everything. I gotta give credit to my buddy Jameson Brandon, who owned the Crypto Junkies before we did. He put this together back before synthwave was starting to become cool again. So let me share audio on this too. I got to give him credit for this.
Nice.
So that's the intro?
That's the intro he created back at like the end of 2017, and he released it in 2018.
Who's the singer? What group is it?
I think it's a Creative Commons song, so that he didn't get hit with a copyright strike.
That is cool and retro. It really harkens back to the 80s. I love the glow and the sound. It sounds like Blondie-ish type of thing.
Over the last year, everyone's been doing that with Hex, and I'm like, yeah, my boy's been doing that since. He actually turned me on to Prime Thanatos back in 2017 to work out to, and there's nothing like working out to synthwave because the words don't get in the way. You just got a nice beat to try to keep up to. So he did some really good quality stuff with production that I think even Markable would be proud of. So I'd like to work with Markable going forward and create stuff like this for the Discourse Syndicate. So
dun, 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 dun.
That's the original.
I see. So the coin has both sides. You win either way. I get it.
That's right. You get it now?
I get it. I get what you're dishing out.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better skills in After Effects. I'm trying to do some things with my own logo as well.
Yeah.
And, I'm down for some challenges because that's a really good skill to have. A lot of people don't have that, and a lot of people want it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I invite it because I would love to learn that stuff, but I don't see the value after listening to Richard Hart's streams. I don't see the value in me learning it since it's not in my wheelhouse already. It's not already. Why try to bring up my weaknesses when I've got someone like you who it's already their strength to learn these things and do these things, and just lean on you to do that while I stick to the business side of stuff, the back end stuff that I'm good at. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I have a programmer, a friend of mine. We're building my platform at trickle-media.com, and I don't know if maybe you've seen a tweet, but just yesterday we got a message of one of the companies that we have contact with that have like more than 2 million visitors every year on their pages, and they want to mention us on their website and have a whole layout there. And yeah, things are really about to blow up in the company, and that's really cool. Now we need more work in the actual web creation and the creating the whole platform in the back end and stuff. And I would love to learn that, but there's no way I'm going to do that. I can way better focus on the visual stuff so that I can complement the friend of mine.
Yep.
And then actually things go up, right? Otherwise, you're just doing the same thing.
Yep, I agree, 100%. Why duplicate efforts when you can join forces with someone who's already better at it and already has the skill set? So first off, I just got to throw this out there. It's fucking boomer. Just got to throw that out there. Just excuse my language, guys. I know obviously it's a dirty pirate show. I try not to cuss. I got worse when I started hanging out with the captain. For some reason, all of a sudden I went full degen, but I just had to throw that out there. God, freaking RG3. Love him to death. I love that guy to death, dude. I'm going to give him a big old bear hug when he and I meet face to face.
Look, in his defense, okay, and he's a Gen Hexican. I'm a Gen Hexican. I got to say, he knows what a synthesizer is.
Yes, he does. Yes,
doesn't know a synthwave. Yes. Okay. Just so we're clear,
Yeah.
He's old school, real 80s guy.
So going back to production quality, one thing I've taken away from Robert Kiyosaki, he's really good at leading you into his courses and things, and then he sells you his education courses. But there is some gems, some gold nuggets you can pull out of some of his content, some of his streams. And one of the things I think that really floated to the top for me is he talked about how broken the school system is, how you're expected to know it all and you're not allowed to work with others because that's considered cheating in the school system. But in the real world, that's how you succeed, is you work with others who have strengths where you don't have the strengths. You focus on your strengths and making your strengths better, which Richard Hart has said himself. And then you lean on those who are good at other things instead of trying to learn it all. And so if there's any opportunity you guys have to reach out to others on behalf of not just the Hexican community and Hex itself, but if you guys are trying to build a business, make sure you surround yourself with people that have the strengths that you don't. If you already have that strength, there's no point in having that person in the business with you. There's other things that other people can bring to the table and that's really what you guys need to focus on. And that's why RG and I have reached out to people like Markable and Vince and people who have already proven themselves to be strong Hexicans that are willing to work, so to speak, sweat equity to get into this community so that we can all build this together. And then I think there's going to be money on the back end for everybody. Trust me, I think this is going to be a very, very profitable community in the future, and not just with Hex, with Hex. And we'd love to bring everybody in. We want to do full-on media. I mean, we want to do a channel and multiple channels, run out of the same studio with multiple personalities and with multiple, different directions that people want to take it, and different interests and hobbies that circle back to Hex in the future.
That is the exact reason why I started to put out stuff in this community. Like, that's almost only the only reason. I saw this community, I thought this community is going to be really big and it's going to earn a lot of money in whatever way. And I want to be part of it. That's why I came here on camera. I thought this is the best opportunity. It's not only the opportunity of buying a coin right at the beginning and not doing anything. It's doing that and then also seeing the opportunity in the community, because that brings even more value. If you ask rich people what they like better, relationships or money, they always say relationships, because there's so much more to do with people. And if you have good contacts, then you can do literally anything in this world.
Yep.
And so that's where the real opportunity is. Money is nice, but just at some point you have enough money.
Yeah. Yeah. And when your basic needs are taken care of and you've got a little bit extra after you've got a little bit extra after all the bills are paid every month, you're really set. and you're better off than 90% of the people in the world
Yeah.
at that point. Now it's time to start building something that you believe in, a passion project that brings other like-minded people into the community. And that's what we'd like to build here. Unfortunately, the day jobs, I'm not at that point where without the day job, I can afford to do this full time, because trust me that you guys, I promise the production quality would be 100,000 times better if I could dictate 8 hours of my day towards making this better and putting the right people in place and messing with the algorithms on the back end. There's probably 100 hours worth of other people's content about how to maximize the YouTube algorithm and social media platforms that I need to be watching right now so I can get better at the back end things. And RG's going to make some kind of joke about me being good at working the back end or something. I don't know. I'm sure something like that is coming in the comments here soon. But yeah, he's already probably writing that out there as we speak. But in the meantime, I'm going to have to rely on you guys heavily. So this is a call to arms to all you Hexicans out there. If you guys have skills that you think we can use to build the Hex community, and specifically, obviously, it's selfish of me maybe, but it is the Discourse Syndicate. We have the largest on YouTube following and daily attendance. So I would love if you guys could help us reach out to other communities. If there's some skills, if you're good at getting interviews like Crypto King, if you're good at video like Markable Thoughts, if you're good at timestamping like Vince, you got some skill you think you can contribute, I promise you in the future there will be opportunities for you within this. So if you guys will come forward to us and let us know how you can contribute, we would love to put you to work. And we're not even going to ask for a lot of you. You know, an hour or two a week is really not a whole lot of time to ask of you guys.
And I know a lot of people in the crypto space, there are a lot of people that are just hoping that their coin goes up and then they don't have to do anything anymore. But a lot of those people also have that idea that, oh, I would love to do something meaningful. I would love to build something, right?
Yes.
They don't do anything because they don't see the opportunity yet. And then it's like, yeah, where do I go? I mean, I've been in that position. And what I would say is, like, just do something. Just help Discourse Syndicate or help another channel. Just help some people, and then you will find more opportunities because you find more relationships. And that's how you constantly build. And what I just wanted to say to you, KNTX, about the production value of the videos, that's all part of the story. It makes the story better, man. Like, if you have everything, this goes out for everyone that wants to make videos. If you have everything figured out already right at the start, there's no fun in it. Like, it's way more fun to see someone first filming with a phone, for example, and then having a camera and having a better mic and getting an actual studio. I mean, how awesome would it be? Like, within 2 years, all of a sudden Discourse Syndicate has like a whole team and like a studio and all that stuff. And then you can look back at these videos and think, man, that was cool.
Yeah.
You might have real talent. Yeah, real talent would show up, right?
Yeah, real talent would show up instead of just me and a dirty old pirate. So, yeah, that would be great to have real talent and maybe a production team. That would be great. And I don't even care. I mean, obviously, part of what we're doing is we're building bridges, and ultimately, let's be honest, we're shilling Hex. We're trying to pump our bags. We know what a great product it is. We know it's trustless interest is what it is, not just trustless interest, but the decentralized model of cryptocurrencies and having sovereignty over your money, but then being able to get paid for hodling is the ultimate in this community, in the whole crypto space, not just Hex community, but the whole crypto space. So we know how great this is. It's trusted, it's audited, it's verified, but I don't have to trust a third party to gain trustless interest. So, I mean, we know how superior this product is over all the other projects out there in the space. And I would love to see when we are able to pump it to the point where we can live off of our interest and never have to sell our principal, because I don't advocate for selling your principal. You never want to get rid of your initial bag. There's no reason to. I think we're going to see huge price appreciations. Why sell the goose that lays the golden eggs when we can just sell the golden eggs themselves? And I would love to I would love to have a team and pay the team for production quality and a studio and everything else, and never even have to take a dollar out of Discourse Syndicate. Roll 100% of the profits back into the people that are helping the show become a success. That this show has been and probably always will be. I hope as long as RG and I have something to say about it, it will always be about the community.
Yes.
Yes. I would love to enrich the community.
I really like the interviews, man. They're getting better as well.
Yeah. Thanks to Crypto King for setting some of those up, and for RG3 to setting up his own. It really is bringing everything up to a new next level, and they're very professionally done. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Yep. So thanks Crypto King. It just, most of the guests that we've reached out to, the evening works better. So I don't mean to toot my own horn or anything, but just to let you guys all know, I'm the one following up with all the guests. Crypto King is getting me the leads and the contacts.
I'm sorry. Hey, kudos
I'm doing
to you
all
too.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's just the captain is out in the field most of the time with his job, so he doesn't have the time to email all these people and try to set up appointments. And so I'm reaching out, since I'm kind of more of an official contact than Crypto King as far as the Discourse Syndicate's concerned. So I can say, hey, I'm a co-owner of the Discourse Syndicate. We'd love to have you on the show, be able to give the spiel. But Crypto King really is doing most of the legwork by already being in these communities and having some notice within these communities. These guys know who Crypto King is. He's been a follower for a long time. So it's really nice for us to be able to say, hey, your longtime listener, first time caller is sending me your information saying that you might be interested in talking with us. Let's go ahead and see where we've got common ground, and let's move forward, and then trying to follow up on those. And it's not easy to follow up on all these guys and keep everything scheduled. Honestly, it's hard with the day job that's a whole job on its own. Absolutely. There's a reason, like I was working directly with Adam Kokesh's press secretary to get Adam on the show. He's got a press secretary, full-time job for that guy. And so I totally see why now. I thought, oh, this will be easy. I'll just email some people and throw it on a Google Calendar so we can all see it. It's not that simple, guys. It's not that simple.
Yep.
In other news, if I may.
Other news. Smash that like button.
That's right.
Smash that like button. Thank you.
Okay. Smash that like button.
In other nudes, I'm really I'm happy with the grassroots movement is really just it's amazing. If you think that we're not really getting more people involved and interested and converted over to the staker class, it's you're wrong. I'm seeing so much activity. I used to be one person standing out in some of these other chats and other other little hangout places, and now I'm overrun by other hexagons. And I just set back. And also all the people that I've onboarded are now bringing on second and third generation onboards that are coming back to me as their like the third line of support for questions to answer in terms of staking, in terms of when is a good time to buy, and the answer is very easy. I say, look, let me get on with them and tell them the answer is now, and as long as you can. That's pretty much it. And we go through the whole thing, and I'm having to worry less about things and work less at it. And they're coming in and they're branching back out to other new people, and it's great to see.
I heard Kareem saying that he onboarded like 15 people last week or something. Like
that's great.
Only that guy. Like
Nice. Yeah. I don't know if there is any other crypto community that does such a good work with branching out, like talking to other people. Even like the work Discourse Syndicate has done with all those interviews. Like
it's funny. It's did you?
I don't know if there are any other crypto communities like for other coins that do such a thing. Like
what I notice is most of the time people say stuff and then nothing happens. And what I find interesting is that
Yeah.
just 2 or 3 weeks ago, we were talking to everyone and saying, we need to have more outbound messaging. We need to build more bridges. And now I've seen so many more interviews outside and also more people onboarding people and all that stuff. And it's cool to see that actually stuff gets done instead of just everyone screaming at each other that we need to do it.
Mhm.
And I also think that it's a good job done by Richard, because he was the first guy that was saying crypto doesn't have adoption. Like there is nobody knows about it. Like
Yeah.
that's what crypto needs. Like it's only that one thing, adoption.
Yeah.
There has to be more buyers than sellers, basically.
Now that you're saying that, it also, like, the moment we were talking about outbound messaging and stuff, I saw that all the videos that Richard made were with people outside of crypto.
Yeah.
Like he understands, and he's like, yeah, this is what we need to do. And it's really cool to see him do exactly the same. It's encouraging. What's this?
He's leading the way.
This is Crypto King wanted us to show what he was sending out to Mr. Griffin on. So I thought I'd show you guys. He wants everyone to see. You guys see Hex in the reflection down here.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
He's quietly shilling it and trying to get us more people. So
But
yeah.
what is it? What was it? I don't understand.
Well, Edward Griffin is the one that wrote The Creature from Jekyll Island. So anyone who is, I don't want to necessarily say libertarian minded, but anyone who believes that the Fed is stealing from you on a regular basis has read The Creature from Jekyll Island. It's how it's a book about how the Federal Reserve was started. Yeah, it's how the Federal Reserve was started. And so it'd be great. He's got a lot of eyes, Mr. G. Edward Griffin. So it'd be nice to have someone like him that would help us get some of these people like Robert Kiyosaki and some of these guys on the show as well. So because these guys all follow him.
Nice. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
I'm not gonna put that one on the screen.
Who's it from? Is the question.
Jay Mills.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna throw that up on the screen.
It's not fit for
not gonna shill it.
Yeah.
No. Even for this DGen show, it may not be right.
Oh boy.
There was one thing I wanted to address, that when you KNTX said that you never want to sell your principal, and when I see some big wallets emptying out, that's my same feeling. Like I don't understand you.
Yeah.
You can just, from the interest you would made in like maybe 3 or 4 weeks, you could live probably comfortably.
Mhm.
Like,
It's interesting, yeah.
why are you doing
You guys,
to yourself?
Most of you guys who have a staking ladder, and it probably doesn't. If it doesn't come out start till next year, if we do a 10x from here, a lot of people are going to have some extra income due to that, and
So
just
much,
with
man.
the interest, just the interest alone, especially Papa B. He's a freaking dolphin. That guy's going to have money flowing out his ears.
Hey now.
And he
If you
still
can
wants to
imagine-
sleep on my couch.
That's
I
right.
will always sleep. It doesn't matter how much I make in life. I will always be sleeping on Markable's couch. And his mom makes good steak, so damn.
There you go. So yeah, it's one of those things. If we see 100x USD appreciation,
Dude.
From here?
Hexicans, from here, Hexicans
Oh my
are going to
God.
have so much disposable income. We'll be able to throw Hex content in everybody's faces for years to come. So
It's insane how much your interest will be then. Like, I was already just thinking about my principal, but then I found out that the interest is way more exciting than the principal.
yeah,
Like, if you so in the Netherlands, there's a like the minimum or the what's the word, the average income is about 3,000 a month euros. So that's about, I don't know, or something like that, almost. Like you only need T-shares that give you about, I don't know, $10 a day or something like that. And then if that goes 10x, you already earn like 3,000 a month, something like that.
Yep.
That's insane. Like if it goes 10x, then I'm earning so much more than just the average income every month, just from interest, not doing anything.
Yep.
And everyone can get that. Like 10x is pretty.
Dude, 10x is so simple, and people don't even realize it. They don't even see it.
It's really simple, and I tweeted about that as well. It's like almost everyone can get a really, really nice life if it just goes 10x. If you get the T-shares now, because if it goes
you have
10x,
to get them now.
Then it's getting 10x harder to get those T-shares, and plus more because the T-share rate goes up, right?
Yep. So I'm gonna allow this because I know he's a long-term Hexican. I know he's got Quattro Cinco stakes, but Hornet UK1 says here, never going to happen. 100x return, be the same size as BTC. Let's be honest, bro. People said the same thing about BTC. 11 years ago, you think people thought that there would ever be a chance that BTC would be $1 trillion market cap? So let's not kid ourselves, man. And as they continue to print more and more money, the euro is getting printed like nobody's business. The USD is getting printed like nobody's business. Japan is printing money. Everyone's printing money. And even if it devalues the purchasing power of the dollars themselves, you're still going to see those appreciations. They're going to go into other assets, and there's a lot of equities right now people are scared of, and crypto's the hot new thing right now. So if you don't think that it can hit those levels, I think you're kidding yourself. There's over $200 trillion in derivatives alone. In derivatives, they don't even have to have printed currency. There's only $7 to $10 trillion in printed currency, and I think that's just between the United States and China right now. That's just between two countries. And you've got equities that are in the hundreds of trillions of dollars. If you don't think crypto market cap overall can hit 100 trillion, you're fooling yourselves. You might as well just sell your crypto now and go put it into Tesla or something.
Also, what you have to think about as well is that everyone wants crypto to be something. Like if you already think of that, there's now with the vaccination, you get like digital passports and all that stuff. They will be able to link that to the blockchain at some point, and everything will become on the blockchain. Everything will become at least fully digital and in some way linked to a blockchain or whatever system will be there. So crypto will definitely just take over everything, and depends on what kind of coin will win or whatever. But no, exactly.
Yeah,
this technology is not going away. Just like the internet, email, e-commerce didn't go away. It's bigger than it's ever been.
Yeah.
There's going to continue to be things built on crypto. And I think you're fooling yourselves if you don't think that crypto can hit a market cap just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't happen, guys. You don't have mass adoption yet. Wait till there's mass adoption. When grandpa and grandma are buying Bitcoin and Ethereum and HEX, even if it's via a hedge fund, when it becomes mass hysteria because there's gains there that you're not going to get, these pensions need money, guys. These pensions need guaranteed returns, and these pension plans are literal pyramid schemes. They are literally pyramid schemes. For every one person that retires with the pension, you have to hire 2 or 3 more people to pay back into the pension to pay for that one retired person. That's an exponential growth that's unsustainable. Now, the only thing that has the gains so far, the highest appreciating asset known to man, is cryptocurrencies. And these cryptocurrencies might just be the saving factor for these pensions before they realize, oh, we can't offer pensions anymore. There's no way we can offer pensions anymore. They are unsustainable, and the hedge funds have just robbed these pensions blind with fees and low gains and everything else that they needed to sustain. So if you guys don't think crypto is going to take mainstream adoption, I think you guys are fooling yourselves. So I'm glad I've got at least 1 or 2 people in here that agree with me. Even the guy that made the comment himself agrees with me.
Yeah.
So.
But then also, if you already talk about the pension stuff, like that's not a thing that will keep up existing. unless they get some yield. And where do they get the best yield in crypto?
Right. Well, you depend on it in a hyperdeflationary system that's going to have a knock-on effect 2 years from now. People don't believe it now, but to retire with $1 million today, in 5 years that may be 2.5, and people are going to get smacked in the back of the head. And fixed income is actually a prime, market for something that provides yield and all this interest. And if you don't think that they're interested already, I've been approached twice already from fixed income funds, and I'm going to be contributing to one of them, my time and effort to actually integrate HEX into it. And they've got about a 20% holding that they're going to be moving into crypto, and I'm out to try to convert all of it if I can.
There you go. I like it. I like it. Wales, I'll reach out to you. We'll see if we can work something out, because Wales only says he's going to be talking about exactly this stuff. So if I have the time tonight, maybe I can join the stream. I'll reach out to you directly, Wales, see what we can do on that front. Nights are difficult for me. It's family time, and the wife said, okay, you can go play with your imaginary friends on the internet and your imaginary magic internet money during the daytime, but nighttime's for the family. So
yep, I know what you mean.
Yep.
And I want to go back to Bitcoin and market cap. Like, Bitcoin's market cap is not 1 trillion approximately. Like, the value that set the price for Bitcoin at 55 or 56,000. Like, what's the supply hitting the market? I think like the majority of the supply is in some wallets that don't move for the most of the time. It's maybe few percent that create the value for Bitcoin.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or for most crypto and any other assets in the world. So
I agree. There's only so much Bitcoin being bought. It's the people who are holding that are holding up the value, because they're not selling into the buy pressure. So you got two parts. So you got a very few limited number of players, now institutional investors, getting into Bitcoin, and then you've got the hodlers who aren't selling. And so that's why price stays up where it is and continues to rise. And I think it will. I mean, let's be honest, Bitcoin I don't think is going anywhere for a while, but I don't think it's going to be the one that wins and rules them all like the maxis would like to think. So this is a good segue for me to get into. I don't know if any of you guys watch Graham Stephan, Meet Kevin, Andre Jick. So Andre Jick followed in the same personal finance space as those guys and has become buddies with those guys, and he's got over 1 million subscribers now too. He had Pomp on his show yesterday, Anthony Pompliano, and I spammed his comment section, and I got a reply from him, and I'm trying to invite him to come talk with us, or if he wants to talk directly to Richard Hart, I think he'd be a great one to talk to Richard Hart, because he's one of the first YouTubers in the personal finance space that have made it big, that is actually talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum and cryptocurrencies as a whole. And Pomp says so many things that are almost right, almost correct, and he's a huge maxi, and I understand it, I get it. He's shilling his bag. That's what he's doing. But there's so many things that are wrong about what he's saying. And Andre Jick actually replied to me saying, so I said, Anthony doesn't know shit. Pomp doesn't know shit, and I'd love for you to learn more about it. Prove me wrong. And he says, well, if fundamentals and price aren't enough to prove you wrong, then show me what show me what it's going to take to prove me wrong. I said, well, let's talk. I would love to discuss all these higher level concepts that Anthony Pompliano didn't go into, that we know Richard Hart has shot down over and over and over again. So if you guys can look at Andre Jick, Jikh, he's a magic guy, and I had a tweet out for him yesterday too. But if you guys can go on his channel and reply to my comments, add your own comments to it, entice him to come talk to Richard Hart, come here on the Discourse Syndicate. However, I would love to I would love to talk to Andre because he was one of the first like I said, in the YouTube personal finance space to delve into Bitcoin and Ethereum before Graham and Kevin jumped on the bandwagon because it was the hot new topic to talk about. And he tried to discuss Ethereum with Pomp, but of course Pomp isn't going to talk Ethereum because he doesn't have that bag. Yeah, well, he doesn't have that bag. Why is he going to pump someone else's bag? So I would love for you guys to reach out to him, have him message me in Twitter plan. You go look for my tweet. And I'm not sure which. There's two of them. There's one that's like 15,000 followers and one that's 20,000 followers, and on Twitter. And I'm not sure which one is actually his. So I just added both of them. So let's spam it up. Let's let him know Hex is there and that he can actually learn. If he wants his customers or his viewers to actually learn something about the crypto space and how it actually works, then have him come on here, or even better, let's have him talk to Richard Hart. Let's have a real discussion so he can point out the downsides to Bitcoin that none of these maxis are talking about. So let me throw this in here. You guys go ahead.
I think Meet Kevin is taking on Shill
KNTX
spots now. Yeah, so he's not a good place to be, but
yeah,
Andre, very nice.
KNTX.
He's a great guy. I think he's got great content.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, bud. What's up?
Medi, oh, you have already the link. Like Medi said, give us a live link so more viewers can actually make a comment. That's a good idea. Otherwise, it's a lot of work.
We got some broke plebs in the comment section. Yeah, I don't know if he's got 100 times the wealth that I do. Anthony Pomp. Sorry, Gab. You don't know shit about me either, buddy. So you can just go gab away to your nothingness with no viewers somewhere else, bro. So, but there's the
also there are a lot of
status guys.
There are a lot of people that are wealthy that don't know shit.
Yep. There
all
absolutely.
VCs, right? All VCs.
Yeah. That's true. That is true. So
I work with them. So
you tell me if it's possible to have 100x return on Bitcoin right now with Bitcoin's current price. Anthony Pompliano is pumping you a coin that's already at maximum velocity at this point in time. Tell me what the chances of the economic energy pumping it another 100x. Pretty low, but I mean, obviously you don't know math, sir, so you can take a hike.
It would also be a pretty boring stream if we would talk about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
What's the hash rate?
Yeah,
money doesn't equal intelligence. So
you can't talk about Bitcoin now.
Silver.
You can't. It's like here's the chart. It's a trading.
Here's a chart. Yeah, here's a chart controlled by Chinese miners and how much money they have to dump every month to pay the electric bills.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's all right. That's all right.
I hope Ethereum goes to proof of stake sooner the better.
Yeah.
Because like I saw this article somewhere that like some miners want to protest and move their hash power to somewhere else for 51 hours, and like okay, nothing will happen.
Yeah.
Just the hash power drops maybe a little bit. That's all what they can do.
Well, all Mexicans can run their rigs and bring that hash power up and replace those miners and shut it off afterwards.
So I love Jay Mills. He's always got good content here to bring to us. So I'm going to go ahead and give him the benefit of the doubt. He says it's a real book. So I didn't want to say it, but Ragged Dick or Street Life in New York with the Blue Blacks Illustrated. So this is Horatio Alger when we were talking about the creature from Jekyll Island.
Big historical book. This was featured on Boardwalk Empire, which I was just rewatching that series. And this is a very important book for everybody to read. We did this in AP history. We read this book. So it's a good one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey guys, what do you think real quick about Ethereum right now? Like I've been in the dilemma of buying more or waiting until shit hits the fan, but then also with the staking coming and I don't know, man, because I think then the price will skyrocket, right? Or am I wrong?
Maybe
can go up, can go down.
It may be the buy the rumor, sell the news.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe a buy the rumor, sell the news. So all I know is the only reason I'm buying Ethereum is to
For
stake
HEX.
and unstake. So
Yeah.
that's the only reason that I have HEX right now, or sorry, Ethereum right now is for HEX.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep. Well, hey guys, I think this is a good end. I hope I pissed someone off enough to encourage more discussion, because
Conflict.
the
Nice.
more conflict we have, the better our views get. So, Broke Pleb in the chat, if you want to hit me up on Twitter or anywhere else, you can spam my comment section. We don't delete comments, so you can have your opinions all you want. You might just get a rebuttal to it, and
Also,
it may not just be
dislike
for
this
me.
video.
So
Dislike video.
feel free to dislike,
Please.
thumbs down. I think he probably already gave it to us. Yep, we got one dislike, and I'm pretty sure I know who it was.
We need
And that's
one.
okay.
We need that. Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. Otherwise, it would just look like a bot farm with thumbs up only. So thank you for your one thumbs down. You're helping our YouTube algorithms. I appreciate that. And you guys, reach out to Andre Jick, and let's see if we can bring him to the table and let him see what an opportunity that HEX is, because this is not going anywhere, guys. It's immutable code. It's paying trustless interest, and it's here for as long as the blockchain continues. So might as well pump our bags too. And I'll be kind to Pomp right now. It's not that you don't know shit. It's just that you're pumping your bag and leaving out the cons to your product, or project. So, and that's fine. Everyone has their own prerogatives. He's got to pump his own bags. So, and that's fine. So, with that note, guys, I'm going to go ahead and send us out. Outro, and we will see you guys next Tuesday.